Quay. My name is Shayna from Balich, and I own Amagat Designs. I make powwow attire, but my most popular item is the overall ribbon dress. I made my first overall ribbon dress in January this year and shared it on TikTok, and the response was incredible. The video itself got 218K views, and the orders started pouring in. I've handmade approximately 155 overall ribbon dresses since then, generating approximately $11,000 in sales and many orders still to fulfill. Amagaster Design celebrates culture by creating attire that holds cultural significance. I'm a part of countless families' personal and communal ceremonies that shape identity, being a part of a movement that reclaiming pride as Wolastoq and Indigenous people. Winning the 25 grand prize would transform my business as I would use it to buy an industrial sewing machine to help me boost my production, and set up a professional website to help me track orders better. With your help, the funding will help me meet the growing demand of my most popular work. Willie Win. Thank you.
Good stuff. I love that.
Thank
That
you.
dress is really cool too.
Thank you.
Can you tell us a bit more of where do you see the business in, let's say, 3 years?
In 3 years, I would love to see my business be on have a website and then have people able to pick the fabrics that we have available to be able to customize. Hopefully have an employee to help me make these dresses also. I do have one person who's interested, but I just can't afford to have her on as a team right now, so it's just me. I'm doing pretty well. I make about if I am able to do my nightly, because I have a toddler, I can make about 5 a week, which is pretty good. If I take my Fridays off from work, I am able probably to make about 4 a day. So
Thank you.
you're welcome.
My question is more about what inspires your designs, Shayna.
My beautiful daughter. So my daughter's name is Amagas, and my business is named Amagas Designs. So I made the overall ribbon dress basically to look like wings from a butterfly because her name means butterfly. But yeah, so I started making these when I first had her, and I was like, oh, I would love to start doing dresses for her to wear to powwows, and that's where this came from. And then people saw it and they're like, okay, I need to.
Hi, my name is the son of Picasso. I'm Kiowa Janae and Taos Pueblo. I am the owner of Products My Environment. Products My Environment launched 5 years ago with an emphasis in streetwear. We take fashion waste and we upcycle it into what you would call wearable art. Just recently, my clothing brand took part in the first fashion week sponsored by Swaya in Santa Fe, New Mexico. From there, my fashion brand was featured by the New York Times. When I win, I'll be using the money to expand my screen printing capabilities as well as additional sewing machines for new hires. All of our materials are sourced and manufactured on native land by native hands, and I want to thank you all for listening to my pitch.
Great. Thank you for the pitch and the very cool products that I saw on your website. Can you tell us a little bit more how you market your products?
Well, right now we currently sell face-to-face and we do online sales as well as we do art shows and fashion shows.
Thank you.
Hi, Benjamin. I really think that what your work that you're doing is super cool, especially in the sustainability aspect of things.
Thank you. Thank you.
Just kind of two-part question. I just want to know, how many employees do you have, and how important is representation of culture in the work that you do?
Well, right now I have 3 full-time employees and we have 6 part-time employees. As far as representation, I think that as far as Native representation, I think we're one of the biggest underrepresented classes in fashion. And I think that it's our job as Native artists and fashion designers to help elevate the art form. That way, it can be taken seriously. I think a lot of times Native fashion is seen as either regalia or it has like the FUBU effect where it's for us, by us, and it doesn't lend to outside cultures wearing our clothing. So that's one of my mission statements, is to make a clothing brand that it has open arms to all races and all nationalities and all genders.
Good. No, thank you.
Tanse, Natsigas and Conlin McDonald. Did you understand what I said? I didn't until 4 months ago when I founded E3 Apparel Limited, an Indigenous clothing brand to help the next generation take a step towards language revitalization. E3 is committed to making quality apparel while also bringing back a language that means so much more than words. In the 4 months E3 Apparel has been running, we have a month-to-month growth of 335% with our current sales around $5,000. This has led E3 to grow into numerous trade shows while expanding my online and community presence, as well as curating products for established retailers. In the 5 years, E3 Apparel strives to be the Indigenous Carhartt and worn all across Turtle Island with modern style, all while spreading awareness and having the building blocks to sustain a foundation of learning for our youth. If I were to win, I would use the $25,000 to upgrade our manufacturing capabilities in order to implement our multi-phase business plan, effectively outsourcing our manufacturing and shipping to Indigenous college students. I have mandated E3 to facilitate the learning of the Cree language using syllabic stamps at schools, community halls, and youth centers in various communities, while gaining knowledge from their elders and matriarchs. Hi.
Thank you so much. You did a great job, and don't even worry about the nerves. It happens to everybody, and I could speak for that from experience. But I love the work that you're doing in terms of revitalizing language, which is so important for community and youth. Maybe I know that you kind of touched a little bit on what you would do with the money, but maybe you could be a little bit more specific for us in terms of what resources that you would need to help grow your business to the next level.
Yeah, for sure. So equipment would be around $11,000 as we're looking into a DTG printer to go, as we're on vinyl right now, to go to direct to garment, as long with a multi-purpose heat press to expand our stock and what we can create. And $9,400 of that would actually go to a college student, paying them effectively $15 an hour at a maximum of 6 hours a day at 2 times a week.
Okay, interesting.
So that would be the yearly funds.
Good, thank you.
Good stuff. You covered so much in your presentation. Like, I almost don't have any questions, but I do actually. But so as you share with us your vision, can you give us a good sense of what sort of got you started? What motivated you to start this business?
Yeah, so I started to actually learn the Cree language. I'm a Cree descendant along with my wife, so we have 3 sons that are actually Cree descendants as well. I wanted to learn the language, and I was told by an elder that the best way to learn was by syllabics. And that's kind of what created the company to what it is today.
Ampeti Washde, good day. I am Germaine Red Feather Rodriguez in Oglala, Lakota. My artistic journey began at 6 years old when I was sent to an Indian boarding school where I would draw fashion designs as a way to cope with being away from family. I started hand sewing outfits for fun. When I was finally able to afford my first sewing machine, I decided to create a Facebook page to share my work. With the support of my community and increase in demand for my work, I wanted to make sure my business, Wiakaluta, was permanent, where I not only create custom regalia, trend-setting ribbon skirts, but I get the honor to tell other stories using vibrant colors and unique designs. Unfortunately, I recently had to refuse orders due to lack of machinery. So with that $25,000, I'll invest in getting an industrial embroidery machine to quicken my production, which will also make my work affordable and accessible, as well as invest in a reliable vehicle where I can finally start my power trail journey, giving me the opportunity to showcase my work and give my customers a chance to meet the artists. As a lifelong seamstress, I understand the difficulties in finding guidance in regalia making. When I have extra time, I will finally get to improve my social media presence where I can provide help and encourage new and experienced seamstresses to keep the craft alive.
Thank you. I had a quick question about the channels that you're currently using to sell your product, and what channels do you hope to grow into if you're awarded the grant?
Yes, everything I post on was majority Facebook, and I just recently opened up an Instagram, and I have been on TikTok for a minute, so I'm still trying to build viewers that way.
Thank you. Thank you for the pitch. It was lovely. I have a question about your product. So what would you say makes your product unique and stand out?
Well, everything that I make is custom to the customer, the individual themselves. And each time I do it, it's connected to a story that they have. So I design around what they personally connect to.
That's great. Thank you.
Tanse, hey, I'm Alex Manitopyes. My pronouns are they, them, and I'm the founder of Sacred Thunder, an Indigenous-owned luxury fashion brand that launched in 2023. We've already been featured in Vogue and are set to showcase our work in major fashion shows in New York, LA, Paris, and Milan. At Sacred Thunder, we blend Indigenous culture with contemporary fashion through a two-spirit lens, creating unique pieces like our Star Blanket statement earrings that reflect my Plains Cree heritage. We would use the 25K to expand our product line, use sustainable materials, and hire Indigenous youth. A significant portion of the funds will also support marketing efforts, including fashion films celebrating Two-Spirit and Indigenous queer peoples, aiming for a 12% revenue increase. Last year, we achieved a 40% sales increase with a gross profit of $70,000, and we project to double that by 2025. Our vision is to go global with flagship stores in major cities, allowing people to experience our blend of tradition and modern style. By investing in Sacred Thunder, you're not just supporting innovative fashion, you're contributing to cultural preservation and community impact. Team Miigwech.
Amazing, Alex. Nice to see you and great job on the work that you're doing. I just want you to maybe tell us why you feel you're the best person to be growing this business and where you want to take it.
Yeah, so I think what sets us apart is our deep commitment to blending contemporary fashion with Indigenous culture in a way that is authentic and meaningful. So we're not just a luxury brand. We celebrate the identity of Two-Spirit Indigenous queers, and we have the platform for storytelling. So our unique perspective as a Two-Spirit-led brand infuses our designs with a richness that reflects the diverse experience within the Indigenous communities. So we prioritize inclusivity, artistry, sustainability, ensuring that every piece we create honors our heritage while appealing to a modern audience. Not only that, we're about community, so we actively collaborate with other Indigenous artists, and eventually we'll be supporting initiatives that uplift our people by running workshops out of the Fuse 33 makerspace. So eventually we'll be able to set up Indigenous makerspace on Suttina Reserve by Calgary.
Amazing. Thank you. Great.
Excellent work, Alex. It seems like you've been able to get a lot of attention for your brand, so congratulations there. Can you tell me what inspired you to get started?
So yeah, I've always been an artist at heart, like since a youth, and I always wanted to go down the photography, the graphic design. And then when I did my internship with the program that I was part of back in 2015 with SAIT, I got to do an internship with Make Fashion. So what they do is they take garments and fuse it with tech, like light up LED lights, fiber optics, 3D printing. So naturally I was like mentored to laser cut there, and I realized that I had this like unleashed creativity with being able to create earrings with my different designs. And yeah.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Presley. I'm from the Fort McMurray First Nations, and I'm the founder of 1221 Streetwear, where we believe fashion can be a force for good. Our unique value proposition is to create high quality, ethically sourced, and sustainably made clothing that supports our community. Some of our products include denim sets, satin jackets, organic cotton t-shirts, and tracksuits, to name a few. In 2016, my family and I were displaced from a fire in Fort McMurray, and I ended up living on the streets of Edmonton. This inspired one of our core values, to raise awareness on homelessness and addiction by investing 10% of company profits into supporting initiatives. With your investment, we will be able to fast track our business plan by developing our e-commerce website to support awareness and online sales. We will also procure much needed inventory to meet our growing demand. Your support will also allow us to bring new products to market, increase marketing efforts, hire Indigenous peoples, and ensure we reach our first year's sales projections of $175,000. Powwow Pitch judges, please join us in redefining streetwear and making a positive change with 1221. Elevate your style, elevate your impact.
Thank you so much. That was awesome. I love your model. I had a quick question regarding the inspiration behind your designs. Are you the designer, and what inspires you?
Yes, so Our whole brand is really inspired by angel numbers, 1221 specifically, which means to make positive change. So we really want to incorporate angel numbers in our designs so that when people see our designs, they're reminded of angel numbers and to make positive change. And that's really what our brand is doing.
Thank you. Great pitch. Love the model as well. My questions are focused around the community impact. So you talked about, how you support community and have that 10%, investment. Can you talk to us a little bit more about it? What do you support exactly with that 10% or what you plan on supporting?
Yes, it's a great question. Thank you. So we really want to start the conversation, raise awareness on homelessness and specifically addiction and what we can really do to make a lasting impact on that right now. There isn't any initiatives that are really able to do anything other than, kind of the just like a Band-Aid solution. We really want to make an impactful change. So right now we are starting the conversation on our platform of what people think we could really do to make that change. Also, we are supporting a lot of different initiatives that are helping help people with addiction. So we are investing a portion of our company's profits into different initiatives that help people struggling with addiction, specifically a couple of different Indigenous-led initiatives. So yeah, that's what we're doing.
That's great. That's a great initiative. Thank you.
Wake up. Janelle Alladina West. Tahoe to Soquatum. Hello, judges. I'm back again this year. A newly expanded Janelle. I've learned, I've heard, and I'm showing up. My name is Janelle Alladina, the owner of Indigenized Creation, and I'm here to win $25,000 to grow my company and collaborate with other Indigenous entrepreneurs. I started my own business after 12 years in my career because I realized I was overworked and underappreciated. And I found this common in most people's lives, not being appreciated for their hard work. I now create one-of-a-kind custom design hat art inspired by Mother Nature using different art mediums and have exceeded my last year's goals and expanded my brand since then. With the $25,000, I plan for $12,500 into expanding my hat art, offering new lines of hats, purchasing more inventory and supplies needed, $5,000 into collaborating with Indigenous artists, bringing in a sense of community and empowering one another, $2,500 into vending fees for future markets and conferences as in-person sales have greatly increased my revenue, $2,500 into contingency to be prepared for when things arrive that I haven't planned for, and $2,500 into marketing and promotional advertisements. My vision for the future is to leverage more partnerships with retail stores, see my hats on international main stages, worn by influential people across Turtle Island to showcase more of our culture. Cook's Jam.
Wow, thank you so much for that. I love the work that you're doing and your designs and creations are beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Could you talk to us a little bit about the product development and how you and the process behind that with the creation of the hats and the designs that you choose to showcase on as art?
Definitely. So I have a manufacturer who actually creates my hats and molds them for me. The great thing about it is that there is an internal drawstring, so they are sizable for men and women, and I am working on a children's line as well. Most of my designs and creations come from inspirations of Mother Earth, so it can be our Indigenous teachings, our medicine. I also create hats with sweetgrass and sage vials on them as well too, so it's more of a wellness hat. And the designs could be anything from our traditional artwork like our Soquatum pictographs or our bears, or even using feathers from ducks and chickens that I had collected from my friends that go hunting.
Amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Excellent work, Janelle. Can you tell us a little bit more about what got you started and inspired you to create your hats?
Yeah, so as I was saying, after about 12 years in my business, I really felt underappreciated and overworked. And I really wanted to come home and be proud of what I was doing and not feel like I was taken granted for. So after I sat and I prayed to the Creator, I had come up with my hats. Now, when I was starting to do this, I really wanted to help inspire our youth and our people to bring back in our culture and to be able to have something to show for it. So be showcasing our culture to our youth and showing them that we can be proud of who we are. And if this inspires you, then I hope that I can inspire other people too.
Tanse, my name is Tiffany Oaks and I'm from Nicanee First Nation, which is in Treaty 4 territory.
Tanse, my name is Mispounas. I'm from Isla Lacrosse and we are the founders of Pahtayken.
So leather crafting started as a hobby for me, which quickly became profitable, and to meet a higher demand, I trained Monica. Our current focus product is Powell Regalia belts, like you see behind me here. We currently have 3 sales channels, the first being Indigenous craft store in Fort Capel, Saskatchewan.
Second being our social media platform, Facebook and Instagram, and third being a vendor on the Powwow Trail where we take on-site orders and repairs. We have sold approximately 250 plus belts at 275.
So going forward, we'd like to expand our product offering, increase our output belt volume. We'd like to also train other crafters or create a collective of existing crafters. With a larger product offering, we would like to amplify our presence on the Powwow Trail. So purchasing a cargo trailer to be fitted for a mobile shop would be essential for this goal. Thank you.
We did it.
Well done. You have a limited time for questions, so I'll just be really quick with mine. But how have you impacted your community, or how do you plan to impact your community through your business should you win?
Well, this is something we talked about earlier. We would like to give back, especially to the kids who want to dance, but they don't have the
Regalia. So we've been actually gifting kids belts out to kids while we're on the powwow. As well, we've been doing classes and training like other people in our around us, like family members and whatnot. So.
Oh, great. Thank you.
Very nice, very nice. And what motivated you to start the business?
Well, it first started off with my dad bringing home a bunch of leather and us getting excited to make belts, but also our initial vision was smudge case. A mobile smudge case like made out of leather or whatever, but belts ended up happening because that's the demand that was asked, and I just kept making belts, and because of that, the opportunity there, and it just expanded. I guess lots of requests for leather belts for the powwow, not only powwow dancers, but also like ribbon skirt wearers. Like it's become a fashion trend as well in the Indigenous community.
Very nice. It's nice to hear the personal stories, the motivation, and the impact. So thank you.
Hi, I'm Wyatt Miller, a proud member of Peter Valentine Cree Nation and founder/sheet design officer of Spark Apparel. The spark that lit my fire for Spark Apparel started with tailoring my own clothes to fit again while adding my own twist to each piece. The name Spark Apparel came to life after I seen the spark in my first customer's eye and knew this was the perfect name, and launched January 2021. The focus is to show the younger generation that their dreams aren't out of reach and hard work pays off. Since 2021, our revenue was $41K with net profits at 40%. I put 20% of profits back into the business to help grow. I've kept busy with upcycling clothes into masterpieces, doing collaborations with different artists to bring their artwork to life through hoodies, as well working with manufacturers overseas to bring my design to the production line so more clients can get sparked my apparel. Also building a new website from scratch. With these efforts, I managed to nearly triple my profits from last year. The 25K would help me grow and move Spark Apparel to that next level. I would use the funds to develop my website for more exposure and ease of order to increase sales. It would also facilitate ordering more inventory from overseas and exploring a business front for my brand to create potential employment opportunities for me to continue the growth and marketing campaigns. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Wyatt, for your pitch. You did a great job. I'm just wondering if you can talk to us a little bit about the problem that you're trying to solve with the business that you're starting.
So with Spark Apparel, I come from a small town, La Ronge, and back in La Ronge, there isn't a ton of people that we can look up to. There wasn't a ton of people I could personally look up to when I was a kid. So I wanted to more or less become that person that people can look up to, and they can either strive to be just like me or strive to chase their own dreams. I'm just trying to be something for the younger generation to look up to.
Great. Thank you, Miigwech.
Thank you, Wyatt, for your pitch. Excellent work in understanding your financials. You don't know how many entrepreneurs struggle with that, and you're doing an amazing job there. So great job. Can you tell us or give us a little bit more insight into where do you see the future of your business, let's say over the next couple of years, 3 years?
So the next couple of years, I've been working with Futurepreneur pretty heavily on my business plan, and I should be graduating design school at the end of September. So then I can really put all my focus into doing this. And then I do have a job that I'll have for about the next year. And in between that year, I'm going to be getting all my collections set up for future generations, and then also just making sure I have a business front and getting all my manufacturers in line with myself, and we're making everything.
Hi, my name is Dale Pahtayken from Onion Lake, Saskatchewan, Treaty 6 territory, and I'm the co-owner of K-Land Apparel. I handle printing and I handle the equipment. My wife handles media and inventory. Together we created K-Land Apparel because we have our children, Cadence and Landon. We just joined them up together and we wanted to show them about entrepreneurship, and well, we're learning too. And hopefully they can continue it when they get older, and we're building something together. Statistically, Aboriginals are at a much higher rate of falling into drugs and alcohol, landing in poverty, or coming to suicide. I wanted to create something that looks cool and and people would like to wear it. And, sorry, I think time is up for that.
Thanks, Dale. I had a quick question about how will winning powwow pitch help you level up your business?
I would like to use the 25,000 to go towards equipment. Equipment is very expensive. I'm kind of limited to just screen printing and more inventory. That's very expensive, and marketing, and possibly starting a shop. I would like to build my own shop because I work in my basement right now, and it's very limited use. I turned my basement into a screen printing shop, and I'd like to get a real shop going, and that would help me a lot.
Great, thank you.
Thank you. It was great to hear about the story and the inspiration, what motivated you to start your business. That was really nice. I have a question. Can you just tell us a little bit about the products that you create and how you plan on having them stand out in the crowds in the future as you grow your business?
Well, I went to a few markets and I checked out a powwow. I did a booth, and a lot of people came and went, and they really liked the idea of people starting their own stuff. That's what I wanted to do, and it sparks their idea too. And also people that actually went through drugs and alcohol, they come, they buy it, and they put it on right away, and then they're so proud to wear it. And that's what really makes me want to keep doing this, because it's cool to see people wearing our stuff, and people still ask about it too. So I want to keep going. Yeah.